I'm really smug about my toddler's restaurant behavior. I try really hard to not be a judgy person, especially when it comes to parenting because it's really hard. But the one area where I just cannot keep myself from being judgy and smug is when my 3-year-old has much better restaurant etiquette compared to older children. Whenever I see a kid using an iPad in a restaurant, my gut reaction is judgment and feeling so smug that my much younger child can sit through a meal without needing constant stimulation. We used to bring activities like small toys or coloring books, but now she will just quietly sit and talk to us at the table. Obviously you can't do much when the kid's under 2, but I see so many older and school-aged kids who seriously can't go 15 minutes without an iPad. And I know I should judge, and I try to tell myself over and over that I don't know the situation, but my confession is that I secretly think you're failing as a parent if you need to use screens the entire meal. The food and accompany is the entertainment. I'd never say it out loud to anyone, and I have friends who do the iPad that think they have valid justifications, but restaurant etiquette and behaving in public is a learned skill and they're just choosing to opt out of it, and it's really lazy. Get it, after reading some of these comments, I don't feel bad at all. Apparently everyone's kid needs an emotional support tablet, and that's just dystopian. I worry for the future of humanity, lol. Second edit, for all the people saying just wait until you have a second, I did. He's just as chill. Just didn't mention him because he's under 2 and you can't really influence behavior when they're that young.
Liking older guys but knowing I will get judged for it by other. I have always found older guys attractive from my first crush until now. It is to the point where I don't get excited when someone close to my age makes a move on me. I am an adult now. I had similar fantasies while growing up, which made me feel insecure whenever love or romance came up with my friends. The issue is that these days I am feeling lonelier and lonelier, and I have given some tries to chat and speak with guys my age, but it just never builds anything inside of me. I wish I could just not know that it is kind of strange that I like older guys, but I do know it isn't that normal, but I also do not just want to get with someone I don't want to be with. I wish I could just walk up to a crush and compliment them and not feel ashamed about it.
I would artificially inflate my car's value with fake listings before listing it for sale. Y'all are gonna hate me for this one, but I thought I'd share. Back in peak Craigslist years, 2005 to 2015 for me, before FB Marketplace and OfferUp got popular, I bought and sold a lot of cars. Most weren't quick flips, but I'd often own them for just a few months before selling. Craigslist back then didn't require you to post a phone number and let you make the listing using their anonymous email system, so no one knew who was posting. Before getting ready to sell one of my cars, I'd collect pictures of the same model from listings across the country and then spend a few hours over the following week making fake for sale posts. I'd do about a dozen. I'd overprice them a bit and have higher miles than my car. This allowed me to sort of artificially inflate the local market for that model, as well as gauge interest at that price range. A few times I got a bunch of interest on a certain car and realized that I probably priced it too low, so I knew I could bump my price up. I'd often reply with "just sold it" to make people think someone is paying these prices. Then about a week or two later, I'd post my actual car and it would always sell within days and for a great price. I probably did this with 40+ cars over a decade and rarely took a loss on a car. Then Craigslist started to go downhill and OfferUp and FB took over. I can't do that with those anymore, but I will occasionally send my buddies a car I want to buy and have them bombarded the seller with low offers over the course of a week. This let me sort of gauge how desperate they were to sell and figure out how low I can offer in person. This method has allowed me to buy several cars for significantly less than what I would have initially offered the person.